All right, you about ready? Got your wide ego lens? What's the worst someone has said about me? Nobody says anything bad about me. They all love me. I mean, anybody with any fucking taste. I've been called a lot of things in my life. A wild man, a loudmouth, a bullshitter, and it's all true. But the label I'm most proud of is Master Craftsman. 25 years ago, I was an attorney. I walked away from that so I could create beautiful furniture using classic techniques with my own two hands. My work can be found in James Beard award-winning restaurants, corner offices in New York City, and family homes all across the country. All handcrafted from wood that I harvest straight off my family farm. Here in the heart of the Midwest, Dow, Illinois. I'm 60 miles from St. Louis, I'm a million miles from everywhere else, and that's just the way I like it. Folks call me from all over that have special, one-of-a-kind projects that need the kind of forgotten skills and old-school ingenuity that's missing in today's world. I don't make anything that isn't a hell of a lot of fun and way over the top. David Stein Furniture is a family business. Everyone is involved, from my son Oscar.
I'm the backbone of this company.
Now that is funny. To my wife Stephanie.
He clearly hated being an attorney, hated it. 3 months maybe after we were married, we went to see a marriage counselor.
This is the greatest day ever. And this is what he said. Dave Stein is a stallion, and that stallion needs to run free.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
By the time he said run free, Stephanie had her hand on her coat.
In hindsight, he might have been a little right. Because look at what we have now. You're such a stallion. I travel with my team to every corner of the country to tackle whatever unique project you might have in mind. In each episode, our skills will be put to the test with yet another amazing build you'll have to see to believe. Some jobs we take on are tougher than others, and it can get pretty crazy. At the end of the day, I look around at my team and I look at the job that we've accomplished, and it fills me with a lot of pride. This is American Craftsman. I got a call from Dave Sandusky from Beast Barbecue, the best barbecue pitmaster in St. Louis. Dave is launching a new menu next week and throwing a big party on his patio. But the band he booked to play just bailed. Now he's stressing that the outside is just too plain to make a big enough impression. Kinda looks like me. Sandusky's always talked to me about doing an outside bar for the patio.
Not a bad place, huh?
I'm telling you what, that's maybe the best lunch I've ever had. So he reached out to see if I can make it happen in only 5 days.
I need something right here that is going to supply draft beer and some cocktails. And we're gonna need to draw people in from the street.
Maybe something antique or something classic?
Yeah.
This happens to me every once in a while. Actually, I wish it would happen even more often. The inspiration hits me. We will do a classic trailer look with a service window that pops up and a beautiful live edge signature oak countertop. We're also going to do beautiful Shoshugi-ban ash paneling on the outside of the trailer. Maybe a fire element like a beautiful rotisserie at the back of it, something to bring that patio alive.
I think that's an amazing idea. Thank you.
Yeah. I've got 5 days to find a classic trailer, strip it, select and cut some awesome wood, make it special with some of the Dave Stein magic that Sandusky wants. And oh yeah, the thing's gotta work too. The budget is a lean $15,000, so to make this happen, it's all hands on deck.
Why'd you wake me up this early?
If it was up to you, what hour of the day would we start working?
A nice 12:30, and then we'd probably wrap around 2.
My son Oscar's just about as different from me as anybody could possibly be.
Where's my fucking purse? I have always considered myself more of a bohemian layabout,
You need a hatchet?
but my dad wants me to be an Amish farmer.
It looks like it's safety orange for use in the woods.
Right? It's a Balenciaga.
They make a Carhartt version?
Demna Visalia runs Vetmont, and they actually have done a Carhartt collaboration.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they did skirts out of this material. They were gorgeous. I think my dad's driven, stubborn, and uncompromising, almost to a fault.
That's the same way that I describe Oscar. They need to see the board. Move your hands. 1, 2, 3.
I like to sex it up for the clients sometimes. I mean, you kind of have to when you work here. He's
Now
gonna
we'll lay
sell
it down.
so many tables. He thinks it's about the wood, which is really funny.
Are you trying to tweak me when we do that, or are you just having fun, or what are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. That's my whole MO.
And I've been back here forever.
Yeah. Looks like nobody has.
I brought Oscar with me today because I want to get him more involved, and he's got such a different design aesthetic than me. You know, there might be something that he sees that's really cool that we can incorporate into the design of this project, but you know, you just never know until you get him out here looking through stuff.
No.
Nothing?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's what we came for right there.
Looks like they dug it out of the fucking ground. Like,
Yeah, but you gotta sort of see
what happened to this camper? This camper, I don't really know what my dad sees in it right now. I really do like the shape, but I think at least 4 people have probably died in it.
If this thing is as good on the other side as it on this side, we're gonna hook to it, just pull it out of here.
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw?
Yeah, you like
Nice.
those, right? That's like one of your
That's one of my things.
special interests.
There's a barn full of all this cool old stuff. And then of course there's chainsaws, which are right in my wheelhouse. That's a cool one, man. That's a, I think that's a 510 steel.
I think my dad kind of likes old stuff because he very rarely wants to have to pay for the new stuff.
I can see why these things are here. They might need a little TLC.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that he's kind of cheap in that sense. But he's also crafty. There's a cool chandelier over here. I don't care about the other thing, but this is cool.
You ever seen a camper with a chandelier in it?
I haven't seen one yet. Here, put this in your pocket.
Oscar and I have very different tastes. I love stuff that's gonna last forever. Oscar's more into flash and show. Holy shit!
Oh my God. There's like a lot of chickens in there.
Jesus. Go on. You're so gentle.
They're so cute.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey, so what do you think?
Looks like a piece of junk.
Kind of gorge, right?
Ta-da!
You drag it out of the river?
That's what Oscar said. He said it looked like it came out of a swamp.
It does.
If anybody can make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, though, it's us.
It went into the windows. It does annoy me occasionally when I'm like working at your shop and you come up and give me a thing to do.
Like different work or more work.
Yeah.
That's like saw blades in your camper. If I just didn't give you any more work, you would be happier at work.
It's completely.
This trailer's in a lot worse shape than I thought. I've got to gut the thing. We still have to find wood for the countertops. I've got to cut a giant hole for the service window. We have to add plumbing, electrical, and then paint it. That's a lot of work to do in just a few days. All right, smoothing this test.
Somebody gives me a beer like this and goes, "Here's your beer." I'm gonna be pissed.
Eli is my apprentice. Eli's role in the shop is getting all the work done. Eli is a horse. You just yoke him up in the morning and you put him away in the barn at night. But to boil it down, I give him all the really detail-oriented tasks. Like if we're putting bow ties into a huge tabletop, if we have a tiny little part to make, any of that kind of stuff is right up Eli's alley. He thinks he's always right, and he claims he never makes mistakes.
I never said I don't make mistakes. I'm just never wrong.
Ah, well that's more clear, I guess. We got to be very, very precise in our language here in the wood shop.
Eli's hot.
My wife branded him #CuteEli.
Eli actually has a fan club.
I didn't know what a hashtag was. Another woodworker said #CuteEli, and I said,
What does that mean?
what?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't find Eli attractive. Tons of girls like Eli, tons of guys I'm sure also love Eli. Total husband material, completely, 100%.
Hey, I'm still single.
I picked this log of white oak for the trailer. It's right here off the farm. I think it's a good choice for the countertops and for the shelf.
This spot right here is really cool.
White oak. It's the perfect wood for the Midwest for barbecue. It's also amazing for countertops. Oh, dude, that side is killer. That is like as good as it gets with white oak. My favorite part of the process is picking the perfect piece of wood. Sounds easy, but you have to think about a lot of things. I mean, there's the technical things, coloration, size, width, and length. But for me, it's more about the emotional piece of it. What piece of wood really wants to be the counter in this trailer? And I know that sounds crazy, but that's really what gets me going on the deal and keeps me excited about my work. We've got hardwood, which is white oak, the lightness of the color of the wood, and then having a little bit of live edge, I think really is gonna allow us to put our personal stamp on this project. Hold it up so I can stand back and look at it. You got it?
Yeah,
All right.
get a level.
Oh, I get one.
That's a level.
Right
Now
there.
my hands are full.
This has got to be the worst day of your life.
Give me a straw.
How can you drink that now?
Oh, I can figure it out.
Let me drink these so it's lighter. Now that we've selected the perfect piece of wood for this project, it's a simple matter of planing it flat, sanding it, and removing any imperfections or rot along that live edge. Don't forget to breathe.
Yeah, you're damn near done.
Right, so obviously big window here. They're gonna serve out of that window.
Come on, Dave. There's nothing wow here. It's kind of
Well,
like sleepy time.
Come on,
Go
man, it's a
sleep, little
classic
kids.
trailer. It's from the 50s. Kim is my sister from another mister. She's an amazing artist and a great blacksmith, but she hates deadlines and she needs a lot of help to stay on task. I try to put myself in Kim's position. I think it would be very tough to be a beautiful woman with this set of skills in this shop full of guys. Everybody's burping and farting and running around and acting crazy all the time.
I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Well, what else does it need?
It's gonna need some pizzazz. Something.
Some pizzazz?
Yeah. To me, it just looked like a matte black, boring bookmobile. Nothing stands out. So I think that he really needs a showpiece, something that's gonna like really put the wow factor in there.
Dude, that looks great.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. What?
I think I'm pretty good at taking criticisms and suggestions from people. Kim comes at it pretty harsh though. She's pretty blunt. I go back to the same thing over and over. You're a real artist. You come at things from very different
broke.
angles. You're broke as a joke.
Yeah.
This is outside. You can see him from the street.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little bit of Dave Sandusky right there.
Cool, I like that pig a lot. I like the paintings of the warthogs, but I think if I can bring it into 3D form, that would be way cooler. Like the metal sculpture of a warthog. I mean, I've already painted him in my mind.
Where's it coming from?
I think he's probably been living in there, waiting to come out and get revenge on you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, oh wait, wait.
Listen, hey, I'm glad you got to see me.
You know
okay?
what? Bye.
Yeah, get a couple laid out there and get this thing fired up. Shoshugiban. It's an ancient art where they'll burn pieces of wood before they use them in exterior applications. It gets rid of the sugars and the tannins that are in the outside of the wood, so it lasts for a long time outdoors without being painted or oiled or anything like that. What is that thing?
What do you think it is? It's a weed burner, just like yours.
Jonas is an inventor. He can design, build, and fabricate just about anything I can dream up. Holy crap! What is this thing? I don't always have to dial him back, but he is definitely always thinking, how can we do this in a way that no one else has ever done it before?
I built this to turn a Holstein.
A Holstein?
I only do shit that I want to do and that's big, over the top, and amazing. Otherwise, you're wasting my life. Hold tight. All right, man. You're gonna have a good day. If it's not fucking cool, then I'm not doing it.
Jonas! Don't know what you're doing with that thing, but I'm trying to get some work done here.
Burn some wood, man. Dave's out there with the shubby, whatever the he's doing out there, burning wood. And I thought, why the would you take the next 3 months to burn that wood like that when we could just do this in a couple minutes?
It's not about flaming it in no time. This is like a time-honored technique to make beautiful wood. This is just like a way to immolate things.
One day, my kids were like, hey, Dad, can you build a flamethrower? And I was like, yeah, I can build a flamethrower. I mean, I didn't say yeah to my kids. I said, yes, I can build a flamethrower, son.
Of course I love this thing. However, I don't think this is gonna be precise enough to do the kind of shoshugiban that we're doing on this trailer.
It's precision, man.
We've got all that stuff we threw out of the trailer. Why don't you test it out on that?
Deal, but it's gonna work, I promise.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I don't trust you. Whoa!
There you go, brother.
This is awesome.
There we go.
That is not gonna be good for the wood, you guys. That is insane. This is a hell of a lot of fun, Jonas. But can we get back to work, please? Sandusky's mobile bar needs to be delivered tonight. I've been in this situation before, and all you can do is work. So it's all hands on deck, total crunch time, and every minute's gonna count.
I really bring the function to the rotisserie. Make it work, make it safe.
Look at that! Was that like 15 minutes?
Easy peasy.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Well, you gotta figure out how to turn it, brother.
What I was thinking is, I found a cool old chainsaw, same era as this trailer. What do you think about that? Put, 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 put.
As long as we have the time and the money, I can do anything.
Well, we've got neither.
Okay, I think it's crazy. Why would you just not use a plug-in electric motor? But of course, it's Dave, so we can't do anything, normal. Hey man, listen, you wanna do it, we'll make it happen.
I know a lot of people might think it's crazy to run a rotisserie with an antique chainsaw engine. I don't know though, I like things that you can see the pulleys, you can watch the universal joints, kind of throwing back to the 50s and the 60s when we actually built stuff in this country. That's the kind of thing I like, because I build stuff.
If Dave doesn't have a stag beer in both hands, he has a chainsaw in his hands.
Oh, that's gonna be flavor. That smoke is flavor. All right, most of the hard stuff is done. It's mostly cosmetic now, except for Kim's pig. This will all be for nothing if she can't get it done in time, and we only have a few hours left.
The base of it's sheet metal that I formed and fabricated, but I do like found objects, so I've found ways to incorporate them, like the tractor seat for the nose, pulleys for the eyes, and then rake tines for the hair.
This looks great.
Thanks.
I love the hairs.
Good.
Yeah.
They're pokey and stabby.
So I found this chandelier.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Maybe we could do like some crystal accents for the pig.
Sure.
I'm not sure if anything really needs crystals, but you don't need to need crystals to put crystals on something.
I think that's great. They're subtle, but they're
They're
like
subtle,
pops.
but they bring something.
Yeah.
Which I love. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like my parents/family can underappreciate my aesthetic sensibilities, but like all artists, my work will be worth millions once I'm dead, so I guess we're just gonna play the waiting game.
Seems like every project has crazy deadlines and challenges. Once again, we're down to the wire, but my team always finds a way to come through. The trailer's all done, and I think we've hit everything on the checklist. No matter how confident we are in our skills and our vision of the project, there's always a little bit of doubt in the back of your mind. All right, man, here it is. The moment you've been waiting for. There's the trailer.
Holy cow. When I walked out and saw this camper, I was blown away. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was really happy with what I saw.
A classic 60s style Shasta trailer with some shoshugiban burnt ash paneling. Then Eli insisted on using some of the best quarter sawn white oak I've ever seen in my entire career to make the shelf.
I love that live edge.
It's subtle, but you can still tell it was a treat. Coming around to the back here, we were talking about some sort of a bling factor. How about a rotisserie with some of Kim's beautiful artistically carved flames? And we're back to the 50s with the old chainsaw. Look at it. And hey, the topper, the real wow factor. Fire-breathing Sandusky beast.
This is over the top. This is gonna draw people in.
Yeah.
What could be better than flames coming out the mouth of the pig? Why don't we put this thing to use and get a pig on the grill?
Yeah, let's do it. Come on. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this stuff and a lot of pressure. But at the end of the day, the blood, the sweat, and the tears are all worth it. We all love each other, we all respect each other, we all have something to bring to the table. I can't imagine anything we couldn't tackle.
Well, boys, it's another standard day.
Especially when we can take a cool piece of American history and reuse it and have it be the showpiece of Dave's new place.